Hello, my name's Sarah and this is Like So Amazing. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been a little bit absent. I have had a really busy month, but I am here today to bring you my May Makes video. So unfortunately during May my laptop completely broke and needed to be fixed, so there was no point in me filming any videos and uploading any videos because I wouldn't have been able to, because I do all my editing on my laptop and everything's on there. So all of my plans for the month kind of got a bit shifted around. But anyway, it's back with me now, which is very handy because I definitely need my laptop to run my business. But anyway, so I actually was very productive during May, and I've noticed that that's actually a really common theme for me. So each year when I look back at my blog posts, I notice that May is a really creative time for me. And I think actually a lot of that may have to do with Me Made May, which is the challenge that Zoe runs. So Zoe's blog is Sozo, what do you know? I'll link it below anyway. And she founded this amazing sewing challenge, I think it's 9 years ago now, which is called Me Made May. I'm sure you've all heard of it. And it's a real chance for you to wear your handmade garments during the month of May. And people choose to take on the challenge in different ways. So for me this year was about how my working wardrobe's changed. Obviously my job's changed now and I can be a little bit more relaxed in what I wear. So I was also using the challenge to look at the gaps in my handmade wardrobe as well. And I chose to document the process every day on Instagram because I really like then being able to look back and seeing what I wore. I am going to do a roundup blog post when I get a chance, so you'll be able to see all of the things that I wore in one place. So in terms of the things I actually made during the month of May, I'll start with what I'm wearing. So this is my Deer and Doe Maya Sotis dress. Now this is the Sew My Style pattern for May. And I must admit, when I first saw the line drawings, I wasn't sure about it. I didn't know about the silhouette, whether it would suit me. It's not my kind of thing that I would normally go for. But I decided to make it in a drapey fabric because I thought anything more structured would make it too boxy, and that really wouldn't be my kind of thing. But I made it in this lovely lightweight viscose from my shop, so I still got a little bit of this left. So it's a black and white spotty print, it's irregular spots, so it has nice movement and nice drape. And I made the version with all of the frills because I thought, why not, in for a penny, in for a pound. And I made mine with some contrasting buttons, so I did red buttons down the front. So my thoughts on this pattern: once I'd finished it, I wore it for the day and I really wasn't sure because it's quite loose here. The waistline isn't where I'm used to the waistline being. Even my other half wasn't quite sure about how it looked on me. But I wore it over jeans on the day I finished it. And by the end of the day I was like, I don't ever want to take this off. It's so comfy. So I think it is very loose and floaty, and what that means that if you don't have anything on underneath, there is a very strong possibility that the wind will whip up and you'll flash your underwear to the world, which nobody really needs. So I think good idea to maybe wear some shorts underneath it or some leggings. I've been wearing it over like tight black jeans and I think that's really nice. I also think it looks as if it would be perfect for a festival or a beach cover-up. Now I tested that out. I went on holiday for a few days and I did wear it as a beach cover-up and I really loved it. And I think actually this is going to be a real staple for me over this summer. It's so comfy, and I probably will make another couple because, you know, I can't wear this same one all the time. But yeah, I like it. It's cute. It's really lovely. And it's been really nice seeing all of your other versions that you've been making. And the next challenge for June for Sew My Style is the Suki Kimono by Helen's Closet. And I'm really excited to make that. I've got a couple of different fabrics in mind and I can't decide between the two of them, so you never know, I may end up with two. And then the next thing I made is the Seamwork magazine Audrey jacket. So this is their denim jacket that they released a couple of months ago, and I'd seen a couple of friends on Instagram had made it. So Sophie and Rhiannon, they'd both made it and it looked fab. And I had this gorgeous grey stretch denim in the shop, so I decided to make it from that, because I thought actually if I make it from not a traditional coloured denim, then I can kind of wear it with anything. So I thought the grey would be really nice. So I did a matching grey top stitching, so you can still see it's top stitched, but it doesn't stand out so much. And I also did the pockets with the Liberty Wolfpack fabric. So I had previously used this for my Cali shirt, so I'd used it on the inside of that. And I also decided that I would line the yoke of this. So that's not what the pattern calls for, but I just thought it would be a really nice little touch. So I lined the yoke and then just added a little hanging loop. And I'm really pleased I did that. It elevates it, I think. It's really, really easy to do. If you have made the Cali shirt from Closet Case, then you can just use exactly the same instructions for that. You can do the burrito method, so it's all clean finished on the inside. And I just think it makes it look a bit more special, because obviously it's all unlined up apart from that. And you can see that I've also added my socialist patch onto the front of mine. So if you haven't seen these already, these are some patches that I designed. I'm really pleased with them. They're so cute. So you can order these in my shop. I'll put the link below if you're interested. But yeah, absolutely love these. They're iron-on patches, but you can sew them on as well. So you can put them on either way. I've also got my beautiful duck egg blue seamstress pin from Pink Coat Club. Love this one. Unfortunately, she only had a limited supply of them, but I have got them in pink and mustard in my shop as well. So you can, again, I'll leave the link below so you can click on those. But yeah, in terms of the Audrey, I am really happy with it. I've worn it a lot. It's really lovely for springtime, so this time of year is absolutely perfect. The only thing I'd say is size-wise, it does come up a little bit big, but that's fine, because actually, if it's a colder day, I might wear that over another jumper, so at least it gives you a bit of room for that. And it doesn't need to be super tight. But yeah, it's a great pattern. Loads of pattern pieces. So I think it's about 24 pattern pieces or something like that. But it came together pretty quickly and really easy construction. So yeah, love that one. So next up, Hudson pants. So True Bias Hudson pants. So I've made these before and they're really, really super comfy. They're still stylish though. So I think the previous pair I'd made were quite out there. They were sort of animal print, and I just wanted to make some plain basics because, as I discovered during Me Made May, I kind of need some more basics in my wardrobe. So I made them in this beautiful fabric that I'd bought specifically for these from Stuff and Still a little while ago. And I've actually made 2 pairs of Hudsons this month. So these ones are for my other half. I made them for his birthday. So they are exactly the same though. I made us matching Hudson pants because there is the men's pattern online that you can get. And I decided to just make the 2 pairs at the same time. So I batch cut, batch sewed, because I figured that would be easy. I couldn't really make them as a surprise because I needed to measure his waist and make sure they fit him and everything before I finished them off. But he is super pleased with them. He really, really loves them, and he's asked me if I can make him at least another couple of pairs of them. So that's really sweet. As I said, the fabric is from Stuff and Still, and it's a French terry. Really, really, really soft. It's beautiful. And the ribbing is a ribbing from my shop, so it's a charcoal grey. Again, I'll link it below. It's really lovely quality, really lovely and soft, good recovery, good amount of stretch. And I mean, you could actually make something like the Nico top from it, from True Bias, but it's great for your waistbands and your cuffs of things. So I've got it as the trim on the pockets as well, and also on the cuffs on the hem. So yeah, these are Alex's ones, and then these are mine. So you can see a slight difference in size, but they are identical apart from that. And then, because I had a little bit of that fabric left over, I just made a short linden top for me. So this is the kind of more summery version with the short sleeved, and it doesn't have the band on the hem. So I've got a few of these now. Really, really lovely for just chucking on. If you're not particularly that cold, you just need another little layer on. So yeah, I love those. So my next make is part of the Simple Sew blog team. So this is my Serena maxi dress. Now, I had chosen this pattern because I just thought it looked really lovely for summer. So it's a maxi dress with slits at the front. It has got slits at the back as well, but I chose to omit those, so I've just sewn it up. I can go back and add them at a later stage if I wanted to, but I'm just going to see how I get on with just the slits at the front. And I've made it in this fabric from Doughty's, which I was very kindly given by them. So it's this really lovely off-white colour with these beautiful pink roses and this lovely kind of gothic-y grey leaves. So I made a few changes to the pattern. So it's got a sheared elastic back, so that's how you get it on and off. I changed the strap position because they were too far over if you went with what the pattern says, so I just waited until the end and just got someone to pin them on over my bra strap so I knew where they should be, and I've just attached them over the back, over the sheared elastic. I've added pockets in because I think everything should have pockets, and I am going to make some further changes, so I'll put in a picture of how it is now, but next month I'm gonna just change it up a little bit because I don't think this style is as flattering as it could be. So where you've got gathers all around the waist, it just poofs out too much and it really doesn't flatter the figure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the skirt off and then pleat it and see how I get on with that. Or my other alternative is to make a fabric tie waist just so it would cinch it in a bit more. That might work as well. So I've got a couple of different options to try. Yeah, I love the fabric, it's really pretty. I lined it in a white cotton lawn. I do like to line things in plain cotton lawn. I think it just makes it look really lovely. So I've done quite a few things in either a black or a white cotton lawn on the inside. And certainly for this, it may have shown through the design. If I'd have self-lined it, the design may have shown through the front. So just having that white just gives it that opacity that you need. And yeah, love it. Gives it a little bit of class. And then I'm just going to move on to my last two makes. Now, these are very fun and just out of the wash, so not ironed. So I'm sorry. I bought some fabric from Harriet's from Sew Me Sunshine a little while ago, and it was just a bit of a bolt end and I didn't quite know what I was going to make with it, but I sort of maybe thought about a top but wasn't quite sure if it would get anywhere. But I then decided that it would make some great pyjamas, namely the cat's pyjamas. So it's this beautiful art gallery fabric. It's got these really cute cats on it. It's part of the Blush collection, and I really didn't have a lot, but I had enough to make the short version of the Caroline pyjamas from Closet Case. So I made the piped ones, so just got some ivory piping on them, and I also like to add a waist trim on my Carolines as well. So I've done a blog post on how I've done this. It's a really simple adjustment you need to do to be able to do that, and then I've just added this pretty trim. But I never wear pyjama tops, as in, you know, formal pyjama tops like the Caroline or the Nina Lee ones. I always would wear a vest. And I came across, when I was looking at one of my suppliers, I came across the same fabric in a jersey. So I decided then that that would be perfect to make a little matching vest top to go with the pyjama shorts. So here it is. So it's exactly the same fabric, exactly the same colours and everything. So just to tie it in, I've added a little bit of that same trim on the top. And this is based on the Agnes top from Tilly and the Buttons, just a hacked vest version of it. I've done a few of these, and again, I've got some information about it on a blog post, which I'll link, on how to do it. But yeah, really, really love them. They are so cute. If I could wear them outside, I would. But yeah, literally the perfect summer PJ set. And I do still have a little bit of this Art Gallery fabric, the jersey, still in stock. So again, I'll link that below if anyone's interested. So busy month, and I'm pleased I got so much done. I think June is probably going to be a little bit lighter on the sewing because there's so many events happening. So we've got Blogtacular, which I'm going to, and I've got a big sewing meetup in London and the new Craft House summer party. And it just seems there's going to be something on every weekend. But hopefully I'll still get a little bit of time to get some sewing done. But I'd love to know what you've been making this month. And once again, I am really sorry for being so absent from YouTube last month, but just things were conspiring against me. Anyway, I'm going to leave you there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to give it a little thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, bye bye.